Just parked, heading to Jordan Peterson's speech here in Miami Beach.
Yeah, man.
And hey, man, hopefully this goes well, and we can make something happen. But who knows?
One of the few times I'm not wearing merch, it's in the wash, guys.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No merch, Myron.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Transformation. So yeah, we're heading to the spot right now. I think it's right here. And first time here. I've never been to this. What do you call it? Fiala Miami Beach Theater. But yeah. So apparently we got VIP tickets to the show, thanks to Peterson. And yeah, can't complain about that at all. So not mad at all. Oh, this is a line for Jordan Peterson? God damn. No, this is all white folk. Only black ones here.
I don't know if I think there's a couple of speakers here.
Oh. They got food. This line right here. The actual speech. It'd be funny if people like knew who we were.
Yeah?
That's pretty funny. It's a long ass line. Where is it? Oh, right here.
Not those.
Sorry. Yep. Post office. Who is that? Someone's mom. But yeah, man. Excited for this speech. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hey.
The only thing is, we got our show. The girls get there at 9:30, so looks like you're sent out though. Yeah. I get. They got the keys.
I got the keys.
I left them the keys so they can let them in and stuff.
All right, bet.
Order number?
So, hey guys, long day today. As you know, I did law shit today as well. And we're gonna do this speech with Jordan Peterson, and then we're gonna head and go to do the show after. So yeah, long day ahead, and boy, it's tired, but can't stop, won't stop. Hey, we're at a Fillmore area, Fillmore speech stuff. Oh, I can see behind here.
P as in Peter, R, I, E, T.
This is like inside. Can't go inside though.
I'm supposed to be 101. Literally.
Hey guys, we're back in the Fillmore Center, and we got two supporters here. What's your name?
Pablo.
Pablo and
Felicia.
And guys, I gotta know, because you guys are a couple. How'd you find this show in the first place?
Well, honestly, like, it just came up on my algorithm, but as soon as
good.
came up,
That's good.
yeah, as soon as it came up,
That's good.
it just clicked. There's been a lot of philosophies that we've been talking about in our relationship, things that there weren't necessarily agreements on the front end.
Yeah,
but
because you guys used to like kind of debate about it in the beginning, right? Watching.
Yeah, we were.
Very opposed in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Right.
Yes.
A lot of couples
Yes.
watch us and they're like, "Oh, I don't agree with them" or whatever. And then after a few, weeks or months or episodes,
It clicks
whatever it is, they're like,
on
okay,
some
you know
level.
what? I could see where it comes from. I don't agree with everything, but
Yeah, no,
I
it
can
took
see
time.
where.
It definitely took time, but the more we debated, and the more like I brought to light some of the philosophies that are talked about in the podcast. It started not just clicking with our relationship, but with the family and everything. And it's not something that's necessarily accepted in today's society,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
it's like it's something that definitely does need to be discussed.
Yeah.
So we're
Shout out to y'all though.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're-
No. Awesome, you guys. It's great anytime like people recognize us, come up, hey man, you guys, your content like helped us out, whatever. I'm like, nice, awesome,
it
you know.
definitely has.
So that's good because normally we teach guys how to kind of be womanizers, right? So like, but when a couple comes in, and is like, hey, it made our relationship better. I'm like, oh, even better.
And not just that, but it's also been friends of hers and my friends that like
Now I'm telling my friends.
She is. She actually
Wow.
is.
So they're gonna get triggered. And send me an angry DM.
And part of it at the beginning they do, but then they come to an understanding. It's like you're not a womanizer. I mean, we have a great relationship, and
Yeah.
Felicia's really happy. I'm really happy with how things are going.
You know what it is? You understand your roles. And look,
Yes.
when you work together, it's better than working apart. Like, okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah,
Versus,
we're looking to bring value into our relationship, and it's like, I think that's key, and we're not really competing against one another. We're not against one another. We're trying to see, like, where do we play and how do we win together.
Yep.
So that's been something that, you know, not a lot of people talk about,
Yep.
and especially from the perspective that you guys bring to the podcast.
Of course,
Like,
we got to make it a little entertaining, right? So
Yeah, guys, we're behind the scenes here at Jordan Peterson's event. It's about to end right now. And yeah, this is one of the signed autographs here by Jordan Peterson. We just took a picture with him as well, but we won't get it until tomorrow. As you can see, he's over here doing photos in the back. Yeah, I think he knows who we are, so to speak. I know Michaela does definitely, but he's kind of like tied up with the pictures now. But shout out to Jordan Peterson. Awesome speech. And yeah, guys, see you guys in a bit. Peace. Look at that line, guys. Holy moly. It's a long ass line, my boy. My boy. Tall ass nigga. Peace.
And it's a reliable sex difference. And it's true across cultures. The correlation between male sexual success and socioeconomic status is about 0.65, which is unbelievably high. That's higher than the correlation between IQ and academic ability. It's like it's the most significant relationship between two hypothetically unrelated variables that I've ever seen in the social sciences. And the correlation between female sexual success and socioeconomic status is negative 0.13. And that's partly because highly successful women intimidate men, and also because they only mate up and across, they have a very small mating pool. And so, men are often irritated about that, and if women weren't like that, we'd still be chimpanzees, so that's something to think about, because chimpanzee females are not sexually selective, by the way. And so I actually mean that technically. And women will use markers of wealth, not because they're gold diggers, although some of them might be, the more psychopathic types, and they're not very sophisticated, but because that's a decent marker for competence. And women like competence, even though some of them confuse it with power and are therefore afraid of it. They like competence because they want to redress the inequality in vulnerability that's associated with childbearing. So if you're a woman and you want to have a child, you have to be pregnant, and for the first 5 months, you know, that's not such a big deal. Although I wouldn't know.
A bit of a big deal.
But it's not a big deal compared to the last 4 months, let's say. So that's quite a burden, and women are very vulnerable in that situation. And then they have infants, and they're extremely vulnerable. And so why the hell wouldn't they want someone competent to help if they had any sense, which they do? And so if you want to, the best way to be attracted to women is to be competent. And then, like, confused women, especially young ones sometimes are attracted to sort of Machiavellian guys that kind of have a psychopathic edge. And the reason for that, and it's only the case with young and inexperienced women, because the older women get smart and that doesn't work anymore. But the reason that it works is because the psychopaths mimic competence. Because they're calm and confident. And usually people who are calm and confident because they're competent. But if they're psychopaths, it's just because they're calm and confident. And there's a narcissism that goes along with that that's also easily confused with competence. And so that's partly why women like bad boys when they're young. It's more complicated than that, but that's part of the reason. So, you know, dress like you're in the top 10%. That'd be a good start. And, you know, one of the things that I find rather appalling about our current society is the proclivity for virtually every adult to dress like a 10-year-old kid. It's like, that's your goal? What the hell? What do you think? Woman's going to be attracted to a 10-year-old kid? What kind of, especially if he's 40. It's like, that isn't going to work. And you can be all bitchy about that, which I wouldn't recommend. It's like, oh, women, you're so picky. It's like, yeah, they're not picking you. So I would say further than that, in some sense. So imagine that you dress the part, but you should play the part. It's like if you want to be confident, and you need to be confident to approach women, and women underestimate the degree to which men are terrified by women. I mean, women being rejected by a desirable woman that's a major league form of rejection. It's like, your genetic material is not sufficiently attractive to propagate itself into the future. So, I've counseled lots of men who had terrible trouble with women, and our strategy always was, well, have something to offer. Like, really, and what are you trying to offer? You're trying to offer the maturity and the resources that would enable you to set up a household with children in it and to protect them properly so they can play, and to provide a stable lot of time thinking and then a little bit of time writing. And so each sentence is packed with explosives, really. I mean, I could do, and I will teach a course on Nietzsche in this academy that Michaela talked about. I'm very much looking forward to that. But the problem with Nietzsche is you can teach a whole course on one paragraph. And so I'm going to share one of those paragraphs with you. Nietzsche, and it's very much related to this question that the students posed to me. Nietzsche said, imagine the European imperialist expansion. Okay, and so Europe was roughly Christian, and then with a bit of intermingling of Judaism and some Islam on the fringes, let's say. But as it expanded into the world, it found other sophisticated civilizations who, in principle, believed different things. Certainly had different religious structures, but different cultural structures, similar in some sense, but different in many important ways. And Nietzsche said that produced a bad case of, let's say, psychological indigestion. It's like,
interview with Michaela Peterson. How was it?
It was great. You guys were great. I was a little nervous coming on, but that was fun.
The chat loved you. Shout out to you as well. And who's this?
I'm Jordan Fuller. That's about it.
There you go. Welcome to as well. And then where can they find you, Michaela?
MichaelaPeterson.com, Michaela Peterson on Instagram, Michaela Peterson on YouTube, Michaela Alexis on Twitter.
Guys, go support them as well and have a great time in Miami.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we got a show as well for Late Night Show with some girls. It's going to be crazy. And once again, guys, 3 episodes in one day. Who does that? I don't know anyone else that does that. We're here, man, Fresh and Fit, and it's been wild, man. So shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to Big Mo as well, man.
Yeah, man, you already know. Only on Fresh and Fit, we did the 3. You got the 3 days doing. What's going on?
3-piece combo, my boy.
3-piece combo. Boop, 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 boop.
Bam!
Bam.
Shoryuken!
Hey, man, while all these haters talking, man, come on, man. Who does it like us, man?
Nobody, bro.
While they hate, we create, buy real estate, and we lose weight.
Hey! Shout out to you, bro. So yeah, man. And then Chris had a tough job in that chat. Myron too as well.
Okay.
Yeah, this needs to be redone. But yeah. All right, guys. Peace.